Right now, do me a favor. Just close your eyes and picture what I'm saying. Picture this thing. Imagine the absolute worst version of yourself. Imagine this, that you are a fat guy. You used to be jacked guy. You used to be this amazing guy, this charismatic guy who can openly and freely talk to girls without any limiting beliefs and all this stuff. You used to be this guy who works around like 10 hours on achieving his goals, but now you just fall off from self-improvement and all this shit. And you just became fat. You just do all those negative and bad habits that you can possibly do in your life. You play around 10 hours of video games every day. You scroll, you are addicted to social media. Imagine your room, that there are napkins with your sperm on the corner of the room. Imagine how you feel. Imagine how you are playing games and how you feel. You feel disgusted with yourself. You have those thoughts. What am I doing with my life? You have these painful thoughts of who I became. And I want to just keep your eyes closed. And I want you to feel this. Picture this in every possible detail. Just imagine yourself playing those games. Imagine yourself scrolling videos on TikTok and having those thoughts. What am I doing with my life? Why am I not so successful? What did I do? I used to be this cool guy, but now I just failed. I had this girl that I promised to take revenge on, but now I'm a loser. I'm a failure. I became fat, and now I'm just a failure. Just imagine this. Imagine how you feel like that. How you feel like shit. Imagine your room. Imagine your mental health. Imagine your weight. Imagine how you feel. Imagine these feelings that you are afraid to simply go outside because you're like limiting beliefs and you feel anxious. Imagine how you're addicted to porn. Imagine you yourself watching it and jerking off to this. Just imagine this. Imagine the absolute worst version of yourself. Now open your eyes. And what I want you to experience after this visualization session, it is to experience pure disgust toward yourself. It was a little bit disgusting to visualize all those bad things and connecting it with yourself. Yeah, I understand this, but what I want to tell you is that you need to remember who you can become if you don't work on achieving your goals. And you can do this visualization, and it can be a quick reminder of who you can become if you don't make it, if you don't set goals, if you don't work hard. Because everybody can become this person with all those bad things if you don't work. And what I want you to feel is that you need to feel motivated in order to work harder in order not to become this guy. Because this guy is a complete failure. We all don't want to experience all the shit as this guy experiences. And because of this fact, we need to use this visualization as a motivation for us to work harder, because we don't want to experience this. Everybody has their own bad habits that they used to struggle with, or maybe now, and we need to visualize how we just gave up to them, how those bad habits are controlling our life, and we simply cannot fight with them, and they just rule our life. And because of this thing that we are addicted to those bad habits, we are the worst version of ourselves, even possible. And we need to feel this. When you visualize this, you need to feel this. You need to feel this disgust toward yourself, that this is the version that I can become. And then the most important part, you need to say, no, I'm not becoming this guy. I don't want to become this guy. And out of those words that you say to yourself, that you don't want to become this guy, you need to feel motivated to work harder. You need to visualize all this negative shit that can happen in your life if you don't work and if you don't do all those productive things that will be beneficial and important to your life. And you need to get pissed off from yourself if you do those things. If you visualize yourself being the worst version of yourself and get motivated to work hard, to be obsessed over achieving your goals. And we need to use this as the motivation for us to work harder. Like, if you have the motivation for you to work harder on your goals and earn more money and just be a productive person, the work will seem easy to do if you comparing to the guy that works without the motivation. Like, for example, some guys, for example, some fathers, they go abroad and they work on some jobs that they don't like, but their motivation to work in those jobs is just to provide for their family. They remember these things that they have they're like loving wives, they have children that love them, and this father feels so like this father loves them, all of them, and he just uses this as his motivation to work hard and earn money and just send it to them and make them happy. And because of this motivation, he works harder. And we need to do the same thing in our lives. We need to find these things that will motivate us. And in this video, I told you this thing that you need to visualize the absolute worst version of yourself. Absolute worst version of yourself in this disgusting as possible. If you can go deeper, then go deeper. And you need to feel hate, you need to be pissed off from yourself. And then use this as the fuel to work hard, to remember about your goals, and strive to become the best version of yourself that you want to become. And by the way, if you like those pieces of advice and you want to skyrocket your progress, I highly recommend my paid program called Peak Performance Blueprint course, because with this course you will have a clear vision of goals that you want to achieve, you will cut all useless, unnecessary things from your life, including bad habits, you will learn how to work in the most productive way and get the most fruits out of your day and keep improving your life. The price is only $100 plus lifetime access, and if you did not like it, I will return 100% of your money. So if you're interested, just text me my Telegram and change your life. So it was everything that I wanted to tell you in this video. Thank you for watching, leave a like, and goodbye.